Hey guys, it's Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today I'm going to show you some preschool activities that my 3-year-old is going to be working on this week. Now he is almost 4, so just to give you a reference as to the age of the child that I'm working with. So these activities would be great for a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, maybe even a kindergartner. So what he's going to be doing is, I have this basket here of magnets, and these are Melissa and Doug, and I'm gonna flip them over here and show you the back side. These are vehicle magnets from Melissa and Doug. I love Melissa and Doug toys because they're just great for learning, and it has all of the names of each of the vehicles on here. So what we're going to be doing is I have a cookie sheet here for him to stick the magnets on, and so he's just going to pick a vehicle, and he's going to learn the name of the vehicle. So this is a limousine, so we will say limousine, and then he's going to be practicing beginning sounds. So I have paired up these magnets with magnetic letters, and so after he says the name of the vehicle, I will tell him it's a limousine, and I really like that they have the name of each of the vehicles on the back here for me, and you know, just to be sure that I have the right names, like cement mixer and backhoe and stuff like that. But anyway, so he can learn all of these important names of the vehicles. Then he's going to match up the letter sound. So after he puts the limousine on there, then he will have to find the letter L and put it on his cookie sheet. And then same thing here with garbage truck. He'll put it down, and then he'll find the G, G, G. And then, you know, so we'll just continue on going. Fire engine. F, f, and then he'll have to find an F in his box. And so he's not only practicing learning the names of these vehicles, but he's also practicing sounds of letters, so beginning sounds of words. So we will just go through this whole box here, and he can just do as many as, you know, he has an attention span for. And we'll just put them, all these vehicles on his cookie sheet, and then we'll match them up with the beginning letters. Okay, because it's Christmas time, I have Christmas activities here for him this week, and one of the things, this activity here I made years ago for one of my other sons who is now much older, so he's past this, but I pulled it back out for my 3-year-old because I thought it would be great. So all it is it's this little Christmas tree, and then I write a letter up here on the star. So I'm going to write an A. And then we practice the sound. A says apple. And then I give him just some different ornaments here. And each of these ornaments has a picture on it, and he has to match it up with the sound. So if it makes the A sound, it goes on the Christmas tree. So on this ornament, it has an alligator, so that one would go on his tree. And then we have an apple, and an ant, and an axe, and an astronaut. So these ones would go on his tree, and then these ones would not. A fox, 6, and an x-ray would not go on his tree. So I only gave him, you know, a few to choose from. I have a bag here with every single alphabet letter, and then there's ornaments for every letter. So we could erase this. Since I did laminate this, I can erase it, write a new letter, and then he could do it again with different pictures and different ornaments to put on his Christmas tree. Okay, the next activity is also a phonics activity. This one is short vowel word puzzles. It's a Christmas one. And if you saw my video of all my Christmas activities, then this one was in there. And all he has to do is we're going to sound out some words, and then we're going to match them up. So for example, these are the tops of the presents and these are the bottoms. And I'll give him a couple choices, maybe 2 or 3, and we'll sound out the words together. So he knows the sounds of all his letters, so we've been practicing sounding out. So he will do b, a, g, bag, bag. So first he says each sound individually, then he blends them together, and then he says the whole word. So he will read that one, and then he will also do b, l, bell, and then we will match them up. So here's bag, he has to match it up. And here's bell, and he will match it up. So I have just a whole ton of short vowel words here that he will be matching up. Okay, for this next activity, we have been practicing our vowel sounds. So this is just a little poster from Becca, and then these cards here that I attached are from one of my activity centers. By the way, I will leave links below where you can get all of these things if they're in my store. So we have been practicing the vowel song with this poster. Okay, so the song that I do with him goes like this. A says ah, ah. E says I says I. O says ah. U says I know my vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, and then after we do the song, what we're going to do is, these are also Melissa and Doug magnets. And these are animal magnets, and these are great because they're all farm animals, and each one stands for a different vowel sound. So he knows his vowel sounds, but he doesn't understand yet how to pick out the sound that's in the middle of a word. So he knows all the sounds, and he knows like the beginning sounds. So if I gave him this picture, he could say C for cat, but he does not understand like listening for the middle sound would be A, So what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce middle sounds with these magnets because each one stands for a different middle sound. So we have A for cat, E for hen, I for pig, O for dog, and U for duck. Okay, so we have all of our vowel sounds here. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to practice sounding them out with our magnet letters. So I can pull those back out again. And then I will put the vowels next to the right one. So we will say, I will teach him how he will listen for the vowel sound in each of these, which is the middle sound. So then I will put the magnet letters next to the right one. And then we will do it like that. So then he can say, yes, C starts cat, but we're going to listen for the middle sound. The middle sound is cat. The middle sound in hen is hen. The middle sound in pig, I. You get the idea. So I'm going to use these magnets and then these magnetic letters to practice that. After that, then I pulled out these cards. These cards are from my my big Phonics activity card set. And what he has to do is he has to find the middle sound. Now, some of these you can see my other son used dry erase markers and he just circled his answer. But another way you can do is you can use clips to clip their answer. Or, since it is Christmas time, I have some little Christmas manipulatives that he can use. So these are just erasers, so little Christmas erasers. And then these are little Christmas like they're plastic bead type things I got from Oriental Trading. So what he would do is he would just take one and cover up his answer. So we're going to practice middle vowel sound. So pin, in. What do you hear in the middle? He hears I, so he would cover it up. So then net, he would hear E. And you just take one of his little manipulatives and he would cover it up. So you can use little manipulatives with these cards. You can use clothespin clips or just a dry erase marker since they're laminated, and he can just circle his answer. So either way. Okay, since he is doing short vowels, I made these short vowel CVC word slides for him. And they look like this. I'm going to take one out. So this one, he's going to change the sound. So what it is it has this little slider here, and it will change the sound of the word. So this one, what we will do first is we'll probably put it on the very first one. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. And he's going to say the sound. So b-ig, big. We'll sound it out. Then we'll slide it to the next d-ig, dig. You get the idea. P-ig, pig. He'll sound all of these out. This one isn't moving too great. Wa-ig, wig, and the last one is rig. Okay, and then what I'm going to have him do is find the one that matches the picture that's on the card. So he will have to slide it then to find the P for pig. And for some reason this one, there we go. So all of these are different ones. So this one is short I. This one is also short I. This one's moving much easier. This one's also short I, but I have all the different vowels in here. So I have short E. He's going to be doing jet and net and wet and get. And so we can just do whichever ones he feels like he wants to do. Here's a short O one. Hop and pop, and then of course the picture that matches would be pop. So after we've read each of the words and sounded them all out, then he can find the one. Now obviously I told you he is turning 4 next week, and so he is starting to read, you know, these simple kind of words. So anyway, I will leave a link below where you can get these off my site. Okay, one more phonics and reading activity, and then I'll get to the math. This is from my phonics magnetic letter activity set. And he's going to be doing, there's different activities in that set, but I just pulled out this one. I pulled out the short vowel ones, and I put it on a cookie sheet again because these ones I have magnets on the back of each of the words. And all he has to do is match them up. So there's two sides, this side and the other side that you saw. And then he's just going to match up the words. So pod would go with this picture here. And then I'm not going to give him all the choices at once, but I will give him a few of them. And then he can just, we'll sound out the words, and then he can try to go ahead and match up the words to the right picture. And since there's magnets, it, you know, kind of sticks to the magnetic cookie sheet here. And I just, instead of laminating the mat here, I just put it in a 3-ring binder plastic sleeve just to save on lamination paper. But you can, you know, you could laminate it too, but just another option, you can always use these 3-ring binders, plastic sleeves, and they work just as well if you have a full sheet that you have to laminate. Okay, we're going to move on to the math activities. I did want to say I had 2 more phonics activities that were Christmas themed ready for him this week, but I'm not going to go through those in this video because I did a separate video of the Christmas activities. And so if you're interested in that, I will leave a link below to that video and you can go back and watch it if you haven't yet. So the first activity is just a puzzle here. This is a Melissa and Doug. I told you I love Melissa and Doug stuff. This is a actual sound puzzle, and he has been practicing counting objects to 20, and so and putting numbers in order to 20. So basically all he's going to do is he's just going to use the puzzle pieces and he's going to put them in there, and it talks, rabbit, if you can hear it, and it tells him what they are. Car. So 13 cars here, and then after he gets all the pieces in here, then he's going to I'm going to have him take his finger and count. So he'll say 0, 1, 2, 3, you know, of course, and he'll just count all the way to 20. And then what I figured I would do is we would take the pieces off. Okay, and then I'm going to move the puzzle, and we're just going to use the pieces. And what we're going to do is I'll just put out a couple of pieces like this. And then I'm going to ask him, okay, what number comes in between? And then he has to find the puzzle piece that would come in between. And then he would say 13, 14, 15. Or we could even do, I could just put out 1 and I could say, okay, what number comes next? And then he'd look through his pieces and he'd find the number that comes next. Or I can just put it out and I could say what number comes before, and he can look through his pieces and put the number that comes before. So just a lot of fun practice, especially I'm going to be focusing on these teen numbers up through 20. So from like numbers 11 through 20, since he's done so much work with numbers from 1 to 10 since he was a really, really little one, now it's good to practice with sequencing numbers up through 20. Continuing on with teen numbers, I pulled these out again. These are just great for him right now. These are from my Early Learners Math curriculum. These are teen numbers, and he just has to trace them and count. So here he would count 12 scoops, and then he would trace with his dry erase marker the number 12. Okay, and so it just has the representation of the number and then the number for them to trace on each one of these cards. So he's done these before, and we're going to do them again because it's great practice for him. He needs to continually practice his numbers through 20. So we're doing that one. Okay, I pulled these out this week because it is Christmas time, and I made these a couple years ago. These are just number strip puzzles for him to count. Now, some of them only go up through 10. So this one, yeah, this one I think, and this one. These two only go up through 10. So I'm going to put those off to the side because I will probably do the ones that go up to 20 with him. The teen number puzzles. And so that's what these ones are. So all he has to do, this one is 11 to 20. And he just has to put the strips in order. And once he puts them in order, I'm sure you've seen something like this before. Once he puts them in order, he will have a picture. So here I'm putting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You get the idea. So once I put it, all of them in order, I would have Christmas puzzle. This one is Santa, and then this one is the manger scene for celebrating Jesus' birthday. So, he'll be doing those. Okay, I told you that I did a separate video of my Christmas activities, and so if you're interested in that and you haven't seen them, check out the video below. I will link it. But he's going to be doing the Christmas cookie count. This one counts all the way through 20. And then he's also going to be doing the missing number wreaths. And then did I throw any of them else in here? No, I didn't. So these are something different. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. And then he's also going to be doing the, oh, he actually already did this one. This one is the Carol Build It. I have it backwards. Where he takes a number and then he builds it on the mat with either his Christmas erasers or these little Christmas pictures. He used these actually when we did it. And he did it, let's see, he did like 3 numbers, oops, and then got kind of bored with it, and so we're going to do it again. It was fun. Anyway, it was fun, but you know, he's 3, and so their attention span is not the longest. So I'm leaving it in his work box so that he can go ahead and do it again, and we can do some more numbers next time, and I'm sure that he will enjoy it. He enjoyed it. It's just that he did like 3 of them, and then he was like ready to do something else, so we moved on. So that's why I'm keeping it in his box. Okay, that is the last thing in here that I have for this week. I hope you guys are just having a great December. December just started, and you guys are going to just have a great Christmas, and I will see you guys next time. I'm sure I'll do a video before Christmas again, but just saying. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Mom, can I